Hey there and welcome back to another game for the International 3 group stages. We are watching a match in Group B. IG is facing virtus.pro. IG so far one game up in this, well, best of two. Everybody faced each other twice, that's how it works. And virtus.pro of course looking to still get a point to their name. Didn't look too strong in the previous game, mostly because of their draft. We're going to see if they can draft some disables, which they were lacking in the previous game. And if they can draft some disables in this game. Of course, I'm joined once again by Beatus. Beatus, welcome back.
This time around, VP's banning out that OD. They also banned out Visage again. Some solid bans.
Yep. I was
Did
still
leave
banned.
out Alchemist.
It's the Nature's
And
Prophet.
ooh.
Again.
IG is leaving Bat in the pool.
Yeah.
Definitely think VP's gonna snag that.
I think they're going to be fairly happy with that as well. If they are indeed deciding to go for that. I mean, Darkseer is still in the pool as well. We know that they love that one, but they already had that in the previous game, and it didn't really work out the way that it should be. So, bad rider indeed the case here for IG. IG, however, I mean, they could pick up that Alchemist if they wanted to. Visage and OD no longer in the pool. Heroes that you otherwise would see up on IG, but Lifestealer is the case. Maybe, oh, Lifestealer Dragonite?
IG's turn to pick.
The
That's
combo.
a popular combo.
Yep.
But
Nope.
wow, going with a Chen again for Chuan. They're leaving both Alchemist and Darkseer still in there.
Well, let's see.
Lifestealer, I can see why they want it. It's a strong hero plus Lifestealer bat bombs are always really obnoxious to deal with. So they're taking a hero that VP loves to play, a hero that's strong and Lifestealer. And Chen is something that they like for themselves, and they don't want to risk Chen being banned out in the next phase. And they're fine if Ferrari's playing Alchemist, they're fine if he gets something else. They're not going to heavily prioritize that.
Do you think virtus.pro is going to run an Alchemist?
They definitely could. Alchemist early on has some trouble dealing with an Nyx, but once Alchemist gets up his AC, gets up his Basher, he can go toe to toe with an Nyx and win. Because of all the bonus attack speed from his ultimate.
Well, let's see if that's what they're gonna go for. They're actually ticking into their bonus time right now. They've got Razor. Wow. Razor picked up when there's no OD in the pool. Of course, still very strong up against the Lifestealer.
Yeah, drain that damage from Nyx.
I like the pickup, but I'm kind of curious to see how they're gonna lane it. Like, are they still gonna
Razor's
put it
been
in?
They could. They could also run in the safe lane.
Aggressive.
Razor's a hero that's been trending in this tournament. Like, teams are picking him up a lot in a lot of different situations as well, and having a lot of success with it. So he's kind of like the surprise hero that's coming out of nowhere and making a big impact on TI3 thus far.
Yeah, not nowhere. It comes from the agency mostly, I believe. OD, very strong there, and people, of course, looking to counter that. And finding the Razor to be very effective.
Well, he was picked up some in the Western scene as well, but
Yeah.
he's been picked up in a much higher frequency in TI3 compared to any other tournament.
virtus.pro turn to ban, taking their time for it as well. We still have Alchemist in the pool. Of course, Lifestealer is a hero that is often played with a dual core. We still have a Weaver that IG was playing in the previous game as well. Could be banned out as well. But they go for the Vengeful Spirit, the support that's caused them issues with that swap. And I don't want to see it again.
Yeah, the swap and the roar combo is what gave IG so many openings early on. It ended up usually being a 1-for-1 trade. Sometimes it failed with CC stacking, but usually they got the kill with it, and that was just solid initiation. Because anytime you can trade a Venge for a Lifestealer or just any core hero from the other team, it's worth it.
Naga Siren banned out for IG right now. There goes still the Dragonite. So combination with Lifestealer Dragonite
Strong
interrupted.
DK plus Chen push strat is something that's classic. We used to run that way back when, around DreamHack Winter era, with our Knight strat, because DK Chen push strat is just so powerful. DK is a hard to kill hero. Shen has a lot of healing on top of that, so you already have Lifestealer, it's another hard to kill hero. Definitely could work out. But smart of VP to ban it out. I also like the Naga ban again. IG knows that VP had a lot of success in the Western scene running their Naga, and there's a lot of different ways that they run Naga in terms of support pairings with it. So they just get rid of the hero.
There's still two things I would like to see. I would still like to see NS playing the Disruptor. That's just
Yes.
in general. is very strong with the Batrider combination as well. And I would also like to see a Juggernaut. Up on IG preferably. I don't know why. But I just like to see that in combination with a Chen, a lot of pushing power coming out, that healing ward helping out, and I think that's gonna be very strong, but we'll see. Gyrocopter's the one that gets banned out for now.
IG's turn to pick.
And we'll see what IG gets picked up. Or yeah, right now. Both teams actually using their bonus time quite heavily compared to previous game.
Yep.
At least in
These
the early
are
game.
they're really thinking things through now that they got a taste of what their opponent has to offer.
virtus.pro's turn
Shadow
to
Demon
pick.
pickup from IG. Hey, if they can't get the bench, Shadow Demon's the next best option. It's another hero that can roam extremely effectively with Chen, but then again, they always have the option of playing passively with a Chen and farming him up in the jungle, like they did last game. They didn't start roaming until much later than I thought they would.
In the
Weaver
end,
picked up on VP this time.
yeah, the Weaver making it all the way through to the second picking phase. So Weaver indeed picked up for virtus.pro. IG opting to have the Shadow Demon as their first pick off after the banning phase, and are now having the picking in their or the ball in their court again for the picks. Let's see what they are gonna go for as they're taking their time.
Weaver is a super good pick for VP here because he was good against Lifesteal because he's elusive. He gets taste the move speed when he's got Shikuchi active.
5 seconds
And with the Shadow Demon Chen duo, there's no stun coming out. The
Ooh.
Sorption is stable, but it's not an actual stun. You can't get attacked during it.
I like both of these
Silencer.
IG's
pickups.
turn to ban.
We've got
Yeah.
a bounty hunter for the second time today. We've seen what he can do in a game earlier today, which was insane. And I like the
So-
silencer for virtus.pro, one of their signature supports.
Yes.
10
I think Arzar
seconds
plays their
remaining.
silencer most of the time.
Yeah.
He tends to get a good amount of farm, and
5
silencer
seconds
when he gets
remaining.
farm can do a lot of damage with his orb attack. Meanwhile, this bounty hunter for YYF.
Signature
that
hero
could
for a reason.
Yeah, this could definitely be scary for VP if he's able to get off to a good start. The big thing that let Funix snowball so hard is he was put into the safe lane and he got relative free farm in his lane. Like he was sitting at the top 2 or 3 of the CS sports for most of the early game laning phase. So that made it so much easier for him to snowball.
The Keeper of Light still getting removed by IG.
Turn to ban.
So far, virtus.pro, they have got 3 cores, so a support or jungle hero would be a nice option. We still have an Enchantress in the pool if they want it. I doubt they do, though. I would like to see a nice aggressive support coming out from
IG's
virtus.pro.
turn to pick.
Again, a Disruptor wouldn't be too bad.
I don't think they're gonna get disrupted. I think they want to get a
Sniff.
hero like Bane potentially. Because Bane plus Batrider is a classic combo, and that Batrider prefer out of position. Then the Bane just grips them because the team can't get there to support him. 'Cause after that force that happens, they're just so far out of position. So they could go for something like that. Shadow Fiend picked up for Ferrari 430 mid, and that's a triple carry lineup for IG.
Yeah, nice and greedy, but Shadow Fiend, second time that we see him today. Are you,
Second game in a row even.
yes. Are you expecting Shadow Demon to be hanging around Shadow Fiend to help him getting a decent mid lane? Because at this moment, he could be up against a Batrider or a Razor. I'm kind of expecting the Batrider. And it's not an easy matchup for Shadow Fiend. Neither would be, actually.
There's a chance of it being Batrider if VP decides to aggressive trialing. Even then, I think they'd rather put Batrider bottom against Bounty Hunter. With the Shaker, it could be an aggressive trialing with Shaker, Silencer, and Weaver. I think they might put Razor mid and safe lane the bat, or they could just safe lane tri-lane, Razor mid, and jungle the bat.
This is 3 out of
Definitely
4
think it's Razor mid
Earthshaker,
though.
by the way.
Yeah?
Another Earthshaker. Yesterday we didn't see him at all. This is already the 3rd game today, so pretty
Prepare for battle.
popular all of a sudden. As these games,
Yep.
of course, change the heroes all the time. As in, the meta evolves. Evolves. I should say. But oh well.
I'm a big fan of Earthshaker. I think in any LAN tournament he's gonna make his appearances and be fairly popular. Just because it's a long range disable. And those are very valuable. And look at Arzart. He's starting out with 6 clarities. What? Is he just gonna block creeps on top lane?
Is this gonna be an offlane Earthshaker? Because virtus.pro have done that before, but they mostly do that on Dire side. Because with Dire side you can of
Yeah,
course
you
get the
can
Ancients
pull it in
involved there
Ancients.
as well. I have not seen them do it on the Radiant side ever before.
Is he just gonna like block creeps though and misdirect them? Because that's what it looks
30
like.
seconds to battle.
Well, we'll
With
see.
6 clarities and going up to this top lane. Anyway, for who's playing what, NS is gonna be picking up the silencer. He's got a lot of wards on himself. Illidan is gonna be picking up this Weaver. He was pulled one piece of reach instead of the Wraith Band. The Batrad is gonna be picked up by KSI. It looks like he wants to start jungle. Mid is gonna be crazy on this Razor. He was also pulled one piece of regen. Started with the Wraith Band as well.
The
And
battle
Arzart once
begins.
again playing the Earthshaker. He's starting top. And looks like he is gonna just block that wave right away.
Yep. Good luck getting through.
And this should get him some nice experience by doing this.
Yeah, of course for the side
That's
for
all he's
AG.
there for.
IG is on the Dire side. YYF signature Bounty Hunter for him on the off lane. We're gonna have in the mid lane Ferrari 430. I believe it's one of his signature heroes as well. It's been a while since I've seen him play it though.
Double block from Arzart. Block the same wave again. And right now, Joe on the lifesteal is like, where's my creeps? Team?
Same.
Where's
And
my
actually he has a range creep still first now as well, so that's gonna be even better. And that's gonna be Arsart getting experience. Happy times. Arsart up against Zoe, who is gonna be playing the lifestealer this game. Faith is indeed helping out Ferrari in the mid lane for a little while. He's playing the Shadow Demon, and then last one in the jungle for IG is Twan once again on the Chen for the second time in a row. And look at Crazy, getting harassed quite a bit here already by Faith.
Yep. And anytime you have a Shadow Fiend, it's always nice to be able to help him out at the start. The one downside is once again the offlaner is able to get a bunch of free experience, and this time it is Arzart playing that Earthshaker on that offlane. There's a creep advantage that built up for Arzart, so the lane is going to push out eventually here. And he doesn't want to get too aggressive because if he gets slowed and Chen comes in, Shadow Demon comes in, he's in trouble.
Yep, and he does not have vision over Faith right now, so he knows that he can be close. In the meantime, on the bottom lane is YWF. He's up against a semi-trial lane, if you will. With, well, I say semi-trial lane because KSI is in the jungle. He shouldn't be too involved in the bottom lane. But Silencer is, and he has got Dust and Sentries. So they really want to make something happen here on this bottom lane. In the meantime, actually, this could be first blood. Arsart in a lot of trouble. Couple more hits needed. There we go. The Fisher actually blocking his own path. IG getting first blood here in this game with Zoe taking the gold.
I mean, he wasn't ready for that rotation from Faith. Faith let Ferrari get some early souls up so he could lane better.
YWF. He is in a world of pain right now. He gets invis, but he walks right into a sentry that was already there. And that's gonna make an end to YWF's lives right now. The dust still get popped just in case. But not really needed. Life or Illidan with the last hit there. So just too slow for first blood, but still a nice pickup. Both offlaners go down.
Yep. That was some very needed experience with Batrad. He's still level 1. Now that he's got that sticky napalm, that'll help him out a bunch.
Yeah, oh, Ferrari getting locked in, meaning the static link will go on for a little while longer. Look at this. Crazy. It looks like he's gonna get himself a kill. 2 more hits needed. That's indeed a kill. Nice Fisher coming off from Arsart, making amends for dying earlier on in the game, making sure that Crazy is gonna have an easier mid lane.
That roaming offlane Earthshaker.
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me of when Hani used to do this. Except he would just roam mainly. And only go up there when the tower's getting pushed.
Well, Arsart might be... actually, no, he's gonna do the same thing again. He's already gonna block the wave. And he's looking to block it again with the next Fisher, I guess.
That first blood very early phase was picked up by Joe's Lifestealer. Joe's doing the smart thing. He's saving up 2 points of skills. Just in case he needs to get another point in open wounds to be able to catch. It's level 5 now and he's saving up 3 skill points.
And meantime in the mid lane,
Let's
Crazy
see.
is 20 or 10 for 5. With Ferrari sitting on 13 for 5. So Crazy's still a little bit behind in terms of last hits. Despite the kill.
And a lot of that's going to be attributed to the fact that Ferrari got a good early start from support being there. Then we had a bottle up, now he's just raising down the creep wave, or the creeps to get last hits.
And we see a drawing from the minimap where Chuan and Faith indicate they're going to be trying to kill off Arsart again. Arsart, who is trying to get some experience just by being here. The moment that he shows himself, he is dead. So I'm hoping for him that he's going to keep his Fisher up. And actually, they're going to go mid. They already disrupted Crazy. Razor's there as well. Trying to change their path. Successfully so, getting the Razor in the process.
They just noticed that Crazy was playing up way too far mid, and they were able to get a kill, and now they're gonna push the tower immediately.
And that means our side is safe for a little while longer. Might actually help to get a kill if he is gonna be having a TP coming in as well. So, not doing too hot on the HPs there. But nobody TPing in just yet.
Are there even... Razor doesn't have a TP. There's only a TP up on Illidan.
In comes support already, in comes Faith. Arsar just being very patient. Tower goes down, Zoe gets it. Static Link for Crazy is there again, but the haste rune for Ferrari keeps him safe. Just forcing out that haste rune. In the meantime, Illidan still happily farming on the bottom lane. He's not doing best on last hits, because that's actually the life stealer. But he's definitely not doing bad, and of course he also got a kill.
Yeah, he lost a lot of CS time when he was running around chasing Bounty Hunter. And Bounty right now is looking for the Bat Rider, hoping that he's going to find a low HP Bat. Which the Bat is getting fairly low here. So, it's a little bit dangerous. I think he just saw the invis come out from YYF. Maybe?
Yeah, maybe not.
Nope.
Shuriken toss. Flame break, trying to help out. One more hit needed now. Bottle charge is still going to be there. 2 more hits needed now, and I don't think he's going to get that unless he wants to give his life for that one, and I don't think he wants to.
Yeah, he wouldn't have gotten that kill anyway.
Yeah, it looks like you just threw your microphone on the floor again, but...
Ah, what the heck.
Just a little bit lower than you were just a moment ago. Arsart with 400 gold, he's got 3 last hits, rejoice. But he is level 4, he's actually doing pretty decent for his support. Level 4 also for the Shadow Demon. We've got ourselves a Chen that's level 6 though, and that's of course a very nice level now for Chuan. With the Bat Rider, I think we can call him a support, or compare him to the Chen at least. He's level 5. Almost having that last
Rune was found top. Ferrari gave his bottle to YYF so YYF could get up to full mana. They might try to go on mid here.
Yep, and they get it. That's
easy
no
kill.
track kill, unfortunately. YYF still not level 6, but still an easy kill indeed. Bounty Hunter with the kill. Last hit.
Arzar was there with the rank 3 fissure, but those raises just came way too quick from Ferrari for Arzar to get the fissure off with his cast time.
Yep.
And now YYF, once again, he is hunting, trying to find a low HP Bat in the jungle.
Well, Bat is actually making his way, oh actually no, he's not that low level. Earthshaker's making his way top again. But KSI is still happily stacking. He is creating a pool for himself as YYF just blocking the camp while he's on the bottom lane, or on the creep camp anyway.
Yep, and bottom tower is getting pushed in from BP right now. They did that ring of a killer for the bonus armor or up on their Weaver, so they're gonna get some good damage on this tower. Glyph is up, topped immediately by IJ.
Looks like we're gonna see Crazy in some trouble again, because from the sidelines in comes Faith, in comes Bounty Hunter. Still no track, but it doesn't matter. Crazy is in a world of pain and a world of trouble. Both. There's the Static Link, but it's not gonna help out. Crazy with the flame break might actually stay alive. He's gonna try and turn this around. Faith is trying to TP himself out. Should be able to do just that. Nobody ends up dying just yet, but in comes Illidan. Tries to go for Chuan, but Hand of God will be there. Chuan still in some trouble though, and he will get picked off. Weaver with his 2nd kill of the game. Nice pickup in the end. Nice rotation coming off of virtus.pro, and Crazy keeping safe while being 4 versus 1 for a short period of time.
If VP was able to get that bottom tower, then rotate to defend mid. Good work from them. Chuan was able to send back Ferrari to make sure that he lived there though. So even though he did die, he did save for 430.
He died for the good cause. KSI building towards his Blink Dagger. He's pretty close actually. Just needs about 400 gold. And then he has it. Never mind that. He just got a bunch of big creeps still. He needs about 200 gold. A little bit less. So looking pretty solid for him. And when he has that Blink Dagger, we're going to see some changes. Probably virtus.pro being more aggressive.
Yeah, that's when the aggression is going to start coming. YYF, on the other hand, he's been roaming around a lot trying to get kills. And he got 1 kill, but that's it. So he's lost out on a bunch of experience that he could have potentially gotten on bottom. And he isn't quite 6 just yet.
He needs to be 6 by the time that the Blink Dagger is on the map. It looks like he is able to do that. And he's actually going to go for an infest gank right now. Let's see where they're going to go. But in theory, he should be able to get level 6 before the Blink Dagger is up, but we'll see. Going towards the middle lane once again. This time Crazy's not alone though. He has Arsart and an S hanging around him. And Ness has got some dust in him as well. Here comes a static link, already gets broken. Two people coming from the front. Bad Rider showing himself. That's gonna be KSI, still dropped, and that is an important kill because it slows down his Blink Dagger quite a bit. Fisher comes in, doesn't hit anything, and comes a Soul Catcher up on an S. Tower still goes down. IG coming in, and Trax will be flying as a YYF managed to get himself level 6 with that kill.
Yes, he did. That kill was so huge. If he was flying closer to the ridgeline, they might have not gone for it. But since he flew out into the open, he had no cliff to run up with his Firefly. So it's just a really easy kill for IG to pick up.
Now Roshan will be indeed free. Virtus
Yes,
Pro,
it is.
Can't really do anything about it at all.
Some big items coming up for IG right now. They just got their Urn on Shadow Demon. Their mech is going to be finished after this Roche dies. They're small, but they're actually pretty important for the early game. Ferrari's also building straight into a BKB, just like Crazy did last game. And while Illidan went with the Akela, now he's going straight into a Lincoln Sphere. Joe has phased Drum up, and he's probably going to be going into Armlet. Working on his next item right now is 2,000 saved up. Smoke and Blink picked up on Bat Rider, so he's got that up now. He's going to fly it out. Now the aggression is going to start from VP.
Yeah, and they're gonna go top lane first, where Lifestealer is still happily farming. He's got himself that drums and phase, so he should be away fast enough. He should be aware that this is going on. I mean, they can time it a little bit. They know that by this time Bat Rider should be having himself that Blink Dagger, and they're missing 4 heroes from the map, or now 3 again. So this is a time where IG is needing to be safe. They now have a mechanism as well up on the Chen, and actually IG smokes themselves. So Faith and Chuan smoked up, going mid. 4 heroes mid right now with also Zhao there. And no tier 1 tower there means that they might be looking for... Well, I would say looking for a gank in the Radiant jungle, but we know that there's nobody there. So,
yep.
A bit of a shame.
They saw that NS was farming mid lane, trying to work towards level 6. Actually surprised at how under-leveled NS is, considering he was the solo support on bottom lane. Could have leached some experience lane while still pulling. He had a quicker 6. Ferrari with that Aegis has a DD to be straight into top.
Yep, TP out from Crazy. And it looks like nobody else is in any danger of dying. IG rotating successfully, 3 heroes or 4 heroes up top. And they are, like, both teams are looking for something, but they want to have their own chain of initiation, obviously. So we know that they want aggression. The question is who gets there first and who gets their way.
OF tossing out a track onto Crazy. Then eats a nuke for it, so OF doesn't really have HP to fight. But Crazy doesn't have a TP scroll to get there either.
And we still have Ferrari with the double damage rune. That's a pretty painful thing to try and fight up against, so... Virtus Pro not as aggressive, but IG also not trying to force the issue. We have a Battle Fury, or BKB almost up for Ferrari. Just needs the recipe for that. As Virtus Pro, I think they just smoked up top of a ward that they just found out. Putting down the sentry after they smoked. Well, kudos.
Wasted smoke, but they did get the ward, at least.
Yeah.
Once again, IG not forcing it. They're playing very cautious early on. They don't want to take a bad engagement that sets them behind. So they're making sure that anytime they engage, it's going to be favorable for them.
Still
and right now,
IG
they're
getting ahead,
content with just farming up. Yeah.
And we have got another smoke, but again, I mean, they don't find anybody with these smokes. NS and KSI, they want to make that Blink Dagger work, but so far they're just wasting time. And that's kind of hurting them right now. Both the fact that they're waiting time and that they can't find kills, obviously. IG getting ahead in the entire situation, getting ahead of the gold, getting ahead of experience. The kill graph is, or kill score is only 3 to 4 though. I mean, not many kills happened so far. And of course, of those kills, Razor actually died twice, which is a pretty big blow to Crazy.
And overall, this is just IG up farming.
Yeah.
Right now. And gold is just because they're ahead in map objectives, having an extra tower plus a Roshan. Smoke up from IG, Chuan and his crews plus Faith, looking to try and find a kill.
Nice, 2 centaurs and a snare. Ideal combination if you want to go for a chain disable. So you've got yourself a net to get your centaurs in position. And the two
And Crazy
follow-up
wisely just runs away. He's gonna go farm the EC camp. Faith is gonna go walk into him actually. And Chuan is right there with his creeps.
and global silence
Good
comes
global.
out. Helping Crazy. Should be able to TP himself out. Still quite some damage coming in, but not enough to take him down. Was close though. Very close.
Yeah, Chuan could have. That TP came out late after the global. Chuan could have maybe caught him with the creep if he kept them right on top of them. But he wasn't able to, so TP out works from Crazy. Good global though from NS.
Yeah, 2 minutes cooldown for now, so IG might be looking to force some more out, knowing that that cooldown is now not on the map anymore. YWF finding himself Arsart, he's level 8. Level 6 up on the Earthshaker, and YWF actually, I think that he's gonna try for this. In comes Zoe as well. Fisher comes out, open wounds. Arsart in some trouble. Hand of God tries to heal part, YWF getting away, and that's gonna be successful. Arsart, however, not having a gem on his side, gets him killed off. So with a killing spree, tower will get denied. That's the second tower to go down on the side of IG. In the meantime, Alasu, they still find YWF, and they're still able to kill him off as well. This curse should be enough to take him down. Static Link is going to be there just in case. There we are, KSI with the last hit in the end. And it is Zoe that was able to get himself out of there. But, I mean, the tower got denied, and they are even getting a tier 2 on the bottom lane for IG. IG's trade is not even that bad.
They traded 1-for-1 in kills, but they denied a tower and they got a tier 2 kill.
Yeah.
And that's a really important tier 2 kill for them because that opens up VP's jungle in a big way.
And VP. They're now trying to farm, well, on the Dire jungle. Maybe Crazy can find some farm because he's not going to find it in his own jungle. We still have a push coming out from Illidan. He is kind of trying to split push a little bit. He's building towards the Lincoln still. He just doesn't have the damage to really go for anything but split push right now, though. So of course, with those kills and with the tower going down, Goldcraft goes even further in favor of IG. And IG looking ready with their items to start fighting even more. I mean, we've got the BKB still 10 seconds up for Ferrari. Got a bit of a show off here for IG and virtus.pro, YWF and Illidan. Just going toe to toe. Neither will be able to kill off the other one for now, though. I mean, not enough burst for YWF before the time lapse comes out, and not enough damage for Illidan before YWF goes invisible.
And YWF throws out a track as Illidan just keeps away to go farm. And Joe, this game has a completely uncontested farm pretty much the whole game. He's got a stage up now. Meanwhile, Mantis being worked on by Ferrari, and it looks like it's going to be another classic standoff from IG where they
just
think about committing and they're like, nah, why would we ever do that?
Previous game was all bottom all the time. This time all mid all the time. We actually have YWF infesting, or have an infested lifestealer with him, looking for a target. Might be able to find Illidan here. They don't have a gem though, so Illidan escapes. Oh, if they only have a gem. In comes the Demonic Purge in the track. That's going to help out. YWF not there yet though. BKB turned on by Ferrari. Oh, nice global silence coming off from NS. In the meantime, they do get KSI dead. Crazy trying to run himself away from this one, but finds Zoe. And Zoe gets himself a kill. Bounty Hunter with the Shuriken toss to get the kill. 2 for 0 for now. YWF still on the sidelines. They're not going to be able to find anybody anymore because Illidan is making his way to the other side of the trees. But they should be able to get the tier 2 tower from this.
And Lasso wasn't even used there.
I mean, that was a very awkward fight, it felt like, from virtus.pro. They used the global silence to save, of course, or save everybody, because Ferrari was just charging up his Requiem of Souls. And that looked a bit hesitant about whether they wanted to go in or not after that global silence.
Yeah, VP's just... It looks like it's going to be another off day from them thus far. Yesterday their teamwork was off, today it's just off again.
Indecisiveness.
And hopefully they can just buckle down and get it going.
In terms of late game, like if you look at this 50 minutes into the game, who is going to win it? Like based on heroes.
At the rate this is going, because look at the gold lead right now.
Yeah.
IG's opened up a massive gold lead, 11.5k in their favor. They've just got so many items ahead right now. This Razor, he hasn't really contributed much at all to the game. He got shut down in lane, he got ganked, there was a Shadow Demon giving Ferrari the start he needed to get. against the Razor. So he just hasn't had any item progression either after that. He has no BKB yet, and Razor really needs that to be able to fight.
Yeah, he doesn't even have the Mintro Hammer up just yet, so needs quite a bit of gold still.
If you look at our side, he doesn't even have Arcane Boots yet, and we're 20 minutes into the game.
And he had
It's gonna be
such a
super
decent
late
start.
Well, he had a decent start experience-wise, but right now he's only level 8. Just, things aren't working out for VP this game. Had a lot of failed gank attempts, and while they're trying to gank, IG is farming and just getting further and further ahead.
Yeah, Sanjin Yashino up on Zoe, and he's also got himself the Gem of True Sight to help out. So next time they see a Weaver, they will actually be able to go on him straight away. And even YWF is doing very nice on the farm. I mean, he had a pretty tough bottom lane. He rotated around a lot without really getting anything. But because of the space that IG has right now to just go around and farm.
Towers, man.
And the towers, indeed. I mean, he is now second or higher on net worth than everybody on virtus.pro bar Weaver.
And another Roshan for IG. This entire game, IG's just been able to do whatever the hell they want. And VP hasn't had good responses to what IG's doing. So VP's just plain scared. Still, they should know that Roche is up and that IG's in Roche, but they've got so many heroes sitting clumped up and not farming right now while they were doing Roche that I'm assuming that they didn't have a Roche timer for that. Meanwhile, KSI is farming the Dire jungle, trying to get some extra farm for his team. He knows that's probably a safe place to farm, especially with top lane being so pushed out.
Yeah, he's fairly far away from his force staff still, though. Needs the recipe in the ring still, and can't really go out too far. I mean, him dying. I mean, at this point, I mean, there's not that many kills in the game, right? So all the kills that do happen are just worth all the more. Especially if you have a bounty hunter on your team.
Yep, and Bounty's about to get his BKB up. They might look for another infest gank into the bounty hunter after he gets his BKB, which he's got now.
Yeah. And there goes Chuan trying to save his creeps, actually using a mechanism for that as well. Illidan just really wants to have that centaur though, and he actually gets it as well. Nicely done. IG going into the jungle. I mean, this is maybe a little bit scary here. Illidan knows that they know that he is in their jungle. They're trying to flush him out.
But he's got Lincoln, so he doesn't really have to worry about anything other than just massive amounts of damage being laid into him. But he still has that mobility.
Yeah. Let's see if we can have some aggression then. Because indeed, I mean, with that BKB now up on the bounty hunter, infest bombs can be pretty nice to have. But virtus.pro for now, sitting with 5 of them in the mid lane, looking for blink lassos, looking for pickoffs. BKB actually already turned on by YWF, but I was a bit trigger happy.
If he was expecting there to be a gem on VP's side, but there isn't. So it was actually completely safe there. The sentry was placed and dust was used, while global used.
Yeah, they're trying to pick up Zoe. He does have an infest though, and the silence will be over, and he infests himself into that one little range creep. And they're not able to get him anymore. Because in comes IG.
Sit around.
That's a bit of a shame. I mean, that was their blink lasso combination thing. It's a bit of a shame.
And they even used global for that too. It's a lot of commitment, didn't get the kill, and now it's going to be a free tower for IG. IG doing a good job this game of just biding their time, out farming their opponent, and then anytime VP makes a mistake, IG's there to capitalize on it.
Yeah, and down goes the tower. No surprise there. That's the last outer tower that was standing on the side of virtus.pro. IG, they still have that Aegis, and they might look to use it with now the Mantis Style ready up on the Shadow Fiend as well.
And they also have rank 4 disruption to help slow push into the base.
Whoa, Echo Slam. R-Star's gonna pay for that one. Track kill straight away. Static Link already broken and on cooldown therefore also. And he didn't actually steal any attack damage with that.
Lasso is back off cooldown, and Joe is sitting pretty low on HP. Might see an initiation attempt here.
We need to kind of try to defend something. Mechanism already keeps IG back up. They're allowing them to go back into the tier 3. We have got Weaver now defending bottom lane. He did manage to take down the tier 1 middle though, so that's something that virtus.pro gets from this siege, but I don't think they can be able to defend their tier 3 if this continues on. I mean, with the Manta Sow illusions helping out, the Fissure still comes out. In comes the Silence on Zoe as well. Static Link there again. A Static Link already broken again. No attack damage. Stolen. Tower still lives for a little while.
This is gonna be the second Firefly that KSI has used, where he wants to initiate, but he just doesn't have an opportunity to. And IG, they're just gonna keep waiting. They've got Manta, they got Disruption. They're gonna keep slow pushing this down. Nope. So they're low enough on HP on Joe that they don't even want to hang around anymore. Faith did I'm not sure if it was Faith or Ferrari, one of the two, used one of the illusions and microed it, and tried to bait the bat right into lassoing it, but bat didn't fall for the bait. His Firefly was on cooldown, so he didn't want to go in anyway.
Well, virtus.pro, happy to defend their tier 3, but we already saw, like, there was no point, at no point in the game virtus.pro was able to get even close to IG in terms of fighting. IG had it totally under control. And the moment that they thought that they wouldn't have it under control anymore, they backed off. Right.
Yep, and Chuan's starting to build into an Aghanims right now because he wants to get that to help facilitate their push so they can just sit there for forever. And IG's smoked up and looking for a fight right now. Yeah. They do not have Joe with him. That he is top, but he is so speedy he can get there quick.
And he is pretending to be bait right now. Maybe they can catch out Illidan. In comes Fate, Demonic Purge finds Crazy. BKB already turned on though, but does it help? Nope, nope, doesn't.
That's too much physical damage.
Yeah, a trigger happy BKB again, popped by YYF. In comes a Fissure trying to stop the push. We already have some flames being put down as well to stop the creeps from attacking towers, but
I wouldn't even call that his BKB's trigger happy. This is just safe play coming out from IG. He's popping that BKB so in case he gets lasted he's safe and he's not gonna die.
Well, this is already gonna be one melee ranks down. There's nothing that virtus.pro can do against this. In comes a track up on the Weaver. Fissure once again, actually YYF maybe in slightly trouble here. He's kind of locked in right now, gets forced off aggressively because he moved around. Disruption there, keeping him safe. Blink Lasso up on Zoe. Do they have enough damage? Global Silence trying to help out as well, but the BKB for Ferrari, he doesn't care about that Global Silence. He Requiem of Souls anyway, and he goes for kills, and that is gonna be only one hero left alive. That's KSI, who was able to blink himself into safety. The GG gets cold. IG win themselves the second game over virtus.pro and go from 3-3 at the beginning of this series to 5-3 in the end. However, virtus.pro still only has one win in total, so 1-6 for them. 1-7 rather, yes.
Some really important wins coming for IG.
Yeah.
And I'd say IG looked solid, not amazing. I'd say Na'Vi earlier today, they looked amazing. IG just looked solid today. But VP, once again, especially that game 2, they just kind of looked flat.
Yeah.
They're not really clicking on all cylinders like you would hope that every team would be at TI3.
They're just looking a bit thrown off their game. Let's hope they can keep it together and get it together for next game that we'll see of them. The next game that we'll see though is a game with Fnatic. We're gonna see Fnatic taking on MUFC. After that we'll see virtus.pro again, and that time up against Rattlesnake. But first Fnatic versus MUFC. So stick around for that one. Official starting time of the game is in 10 minutes from now, so be ready for it and we'll be right back.